Hey y'all, my name is Heather, and I've decided today to start a video blog. And I'm going to call it Relatable because I think that everybody has an opportunity in life to share their stories, their pain, their sorrow, their joys, just everything. And in order for people to connect with one another, they have to be willing to open up and be a little bit vulnerable. And it's hard to trust people sometimes, but it's in that moment when you do show your true self and everything that's underneath the facade of what we present ourselves every day, and people really don't know what we're going through. We have the opportunity to have our social media on Facebook and Instagram, and a lot of the things that we see there really aren't as real as what they seem to be. We see families who are smiling in pictures and having fun with their friends, and it turns out that they're really hurting on the inside, and they don't feel like they can talk to anybody about it because they're embarrassed or pride gets in the way. So I'm sitting here underneath my tree. I'm just out of the shower, and I was laying down in bed because these days getting a shower really takes it out of me. I've been struggling for about 6 months now. My nose is running, I'm sorry. 6 months now with what we're not sure what it is just yet, but I can tell you that I've had tens of thousands of dollars worth of testing to prove that there's nothing wrong with me. But every day I wake up and I can tell you that it's not true. It's been scary. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. Waking up every day and feeling pain all over my body, where it hurts to have clothes touch my skin, to have hugs from my friends and family, and it doesn't feel good. There's pain, there's burning, muscles and joints, and headaches and numbness and tingling, and it's been scary. On the inside you feel like you're dying. And through all of that, I started to doubt God, the creator of everything, creator of me. And He loved me enough to create me and to give me a family and children and wonderful friends. But yet I started to doubt Him, because why would He allow me to suffer so much, to the point where I didn't want to live anymore? There were days I contemplated how I was going to end my life. And that was the scariest thing out of all of this. Praying for the rapture to happen just so you don't have to suffer anymore. And obviously, getting through all of that, I couldn't bear to feel that I could leave my children knowing that their mother did that. That was too devastating beyond any physical pain I could ever have. And then I realized, Jesus suffered a lot more than I did on the cross when He died for our sins, for the very thought of what I wanted to do. He died for that, and yet he still forgives me for feeling that way because he knows what that pain feels like. And through it all, I realized, we have physical pain and suffering and disappointments because in actuality, he just wants us to be closer to him. He wants us to reach out to him and ask him for help. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Gosh. He wants us to reach out to him and ask for help and to get on our faces and plead to him. How can I get through this, God? Please help me to get through this. Give me the strength and wisdom and clarity to fight through this, because I have something to fight for. My purpose here on this earth is more than just being Heather and just being a mom or a girlfriend or a friend or a daughter. I'm more than that. And it's in these instances of realness, of reality. Sorry. Realness and reality that, he put us on this earth to love one another and to help one another and to be there to comfort those who are in the deepest, darkest places of their life. Whether you're going through divorce, whether you're going through family crisis, financial crisis, whether you were abused physically or mentally, nobody wants to talk about those things. Everybody wants to talk about, stupid politics and the good things in life that make people feel good. And yes, it's good to be positive and to talk positive, but so many people are hurting and so many people are struggling with their inner demons in their minds and in their spirit, and we have to be reminded that it's through Jesus' stripes that we are healed through all of this. And we have to remember that, because we don't get to live every single day without knowing that he's there for us and he wants to comfort us. It's easy to want to give up. That is not showing that you are strong and that you're invincible, and that, because we're not invincible. We have to want to depend upon our Father to be there for us. So, I'm not here to tell you these things for attention. I don't want attention. It's not the purpose of any of this. But again, it's to be relatable to other people who are struggling, and to help us get through these tough times. There's so many things going on in our world that are just pinpointing, the end of days. Jesus is coming back again, whether you want to believe that or not. You can't just believe all the good things and not really believe in the bad things, because they're happening in front of our faces, and that's reality. So, the fires and the floods and the hatred and the murders and all of these terrible things that are going on in our world. And it's to tell us that we need to be accountable for what we do, what we say, and who we are. Who do we present ourselves to be for our children, for our legacy to go on? There are some who don't get the opportunity to wake up today. They didn't. They died in their sleep. They died in a car accident. They died of cancer. And if you don't think in those times, especially when they're sudden, that where you're going after this temporary place where we call Earth, are you going to heaven or are you going to hell? And that's something very real. It needs to be talked about because we have to be held accountable for our actions. You know, I'm not a perfect person by any means. I have many flaws. I have many sins. I have many things that I'm still trying to forgive myself for over my life. And, you know, but you have to face those things. You have to accept those things and say, yes, I did that. Yes, I am wrong. Yes, I need God to help me get through this. Because in the end, you are either in heaven or hell. Right now, we're living hell on earth. It gets a lot worse than this, I can tell you. So, let's be there for each other. Let's be there to love one another. Let's be there to show our children or future generations that it does not have to be this hard or scary. Don't be selfish. We get caught up in the things that we want to do and how we look in public eye. And it's important just to take a step back and say, you know what, there are other people who are a lot worse off than me. How can I make a difference in their life? And that's what we're put on this earth for. So, sorry for all the tears, but the people who know me, that's just who I am. I'm the crier. But, sharing your emotions is important too. And, be there to hug somebody because you don't know that they may just really need that hug or they may just need that smile or just know that you care. So I hope that you all have a great day and pass on this message because I think a lot of people need to hear it. Laying in my bed after I was getting a shower and just being exhausted. And God told me, Heather, we have a voice. Let your voice be heard because it can help somebody who really needs it. So I'm done for today. And that's Relatable for today. Bye-bye.